Why the fuck do you have a fucking shiesty on, bro?
I can't?
No.
Why?
You look stupid.
Okay.
Yo, what's up, y'all? So today I got a little bit of a different video. Today I'm coming at y'all with the shoe review. I'm gonna be talking about these bad boys right here. This is the Nike PS8. I'm gonna give y'all sort of my review of this shoe, as you can say, and give you guys my thoughts on like corporate brands getting into being in the skate shoe space and what they can offer. And so yeah, let's get into it. First I'm gonna start off with my thoughts of this shoe. So I got this shoe September 2024. I got them from Kingswell Skate Shop, shipped them over here to where I live, got them online. My first initial thoughts of this shoe, the way it looks, I don't think it looks bad as a shoe. I certainly don't think it looks like good, as in it's versatile. I certainly think it's like a certain look of shoe, especially with the way it's styled. The sole is, get the other shoe, it's way cleaner. It's not ripped up with the little the runner's toe right here, the mesh upper, the mesh panels on the upper, the lacing system it has, which is I think is really good. It works really well. I didn't break a lace in this shoe the entire time I skated it. You see here is my flicking foot. See right here, this is my flicking foot. The lace is right here. The most I got to it is the laces have like this outer sort of sleeve thing. I don't know if y'all can see this outer sleeve, and they have this little inner piece, which is like the main structure of it. I ripped away the little outer sleeve, but it's still here. And this is the original lace that came with the shoe. Also, the shoe doesn't come with any extra laces, not that I'm aware of, with my pair at least. And also the insole is removable. It's not like the Zoom Air insoles with the little packet on the heel like in most Nikes. It's just like a sort of like recycled foam, like ortholite type of insole. It's definitely not like shitty, but if you want to swap it in with another insole you can, but I didn't. I kept the stock insole the whole time, and I was fine with it. So yeah, do what you will with that. So yeah, the lacing system works. I ripped it where where the knot is and where the loop is on the lace, not in any of the eyelets, the eyelet place, the lace stay, whatever you call it. So yeah, that worked extraordinarily well. The main kind of gripe I have about this shoe is its durability. Now, I don't think like the materials like itself are like weak or not durable or any way, but I do think the way the shoe is constructed and the nature of the materials that it uses, I think that's the weak point of the shoe. I skated this shoe in total. Like I said, I had this shoe since September, but I haven't skated it all the way through. I've switched between shoes and stuff like that. As you can see, I've been skating this Campus and a bunch of other shoes. Y'all can see. Y'all see over there, got a bunch of them. But the amount of time I've skated this shoe all throughout, the allotted time I think is probably 2 to 3 weeks. That's as much time I've put in this shoe, I would say. And you can see here the this like nubuck-ish, like sort of leather. This went away really fast for me. This right here, this Flyknit, that's what they use in this shoe. The nature of it, I don't think it translates into skating that well. I think it's just more of a comfort thing. But in terms of durability, when it actually makes contact with the grip tape when you're flicking and stuff, and you actually get through it with suede and like a leather and traditional like skate shoe materials, whenever you put a hole in it, see, whenever you put a hole in it, it doesn't like really tear that much. But with this Flyknit, whenever you put initial hole in it and it breaks through, it starts to tear and rip. If you guys can see, it starts to tear and rip, and I don't think that's very conducive to a skate shoe. I think they should have covered the entire like toe box in this nubuck like leather material, and that would last way longer in terms of durability. But the performance of this shoe is extremely good. I will say that, like, the flick on this shoe is extremely precise, and it was precise the entire time I skated it. Even when the nubuck I started to get through this and into like the inner sort of booty liner this shoe also has, the flick this shoe had remained the same. It remained extremely precise and on point throughout the entire time I skated this shoe. And this shoe also has, I'm gonna unlace this. Speaking of laces, a lot of you guys might not know this. I used this little top eyelet it has to put in a runner's knot. It's basically just me. I'll see you with this, the one that's not red. It's basically just me taking this eyelet right here. That gives you a way better lockdown in the shoe if you didn't know that. If you want to try that out, if you have this shoe or with other shoes that also have like a secondary eyelet around here, try that out. But yeah, like I was saying, this shoe has like I don't think y'all gonna be able to see this, but this shoe also has like an inner like booty liner, which is like a very common feature on like basketball shoes and running shoes and like tennis shoes and stuff like that, which is basically like it hugs your foot all the way into the forefoot, which gives you like a way better fit and feel, and it really locks you down and contains your foot in the shoe, which feels extremely good when you're wearing it and walking around and skating all together. Most shoes just have like the little elastic tongue straps which are just two little bands in the shoe, which do a great job. All is considered, they do a great job, but this shoe just goes the extra mile with it and gives you just a whole like sock booty liner, which feels amazing. So during the time I skated this shoe, I did put a hole all the way through it to my sock. The way this shoe is constructed is it has that initial nubuck leather layer, and then it's heat welded to that Flyknit, and then on the underside there's that booty liner that your foot sits in, and that's all there is to the shoe. It doesn't have like an under rubber layer for extra durability like other shoes. It's just the nubuck layer, the Flyknit, and then the little booty liner, which does stop you from hitting your sock only for like a couple extra flicks, and then you're all the way through it, which is basically my experience with it. So you can either shoe goo it or switch to a different pair of shoes. My favorite part of the shoe altogether is this sole. The midsole and outsole combo is magnificent, magnifique in this shoe. They're using this where is it, like this the heart rubber technology, which is, as far as I'm aware, is the first time Nike's ever used this technology in a shoe, And let me just say, it performs extraordinarily well. I mean, this shoe is super grippy, super durable. Like, I do a lot of heel drags and stuff when stopping, and you can barely even tell that I even wear this shoe. Like, the tread is barely even starting to go. I scooch a lot while setting up for tricks and stuff, and you can barely even tell. Like, this shoe holds up extremely well in terms of like the sole durability, the performance of it when you're flicking the rubber. That's a part of why I think the shoe's flick is so good. The rubber performs extremely well when you're doing kick flips and heel flips. So that part of the shoe is extraordinary. And also this shoe has the fly plate, excuse me, which is a technology they use in a lot of their running shoes, and it performs extraordinarily well too. I did not feel a single primo in this shoe while I was skating it, like the entire time. Like, you barely even notice them. And the I don't know what type of foam they're using in the midsole. You can see like it has that little pink, like orange pink part, which is like the Zoom Air like little packet, I think, and they have some like foam running through the entire length of the shoe. But the shoe is extremely comfortable for like just walking around and stuff, and it protects your feet super well. So the shoe does protect your feet very well in terms of the sole, but in terms of the upper, there's not really much padding there. The tongue isn't really that padded, and there's a tiny bit of padding around like the heel collar and stuff. But in terms of the entire upper, it feels very minimal and very lightweight, which if you like that, that's cool. But if you like a shoe that's a bit more padded, especially in the tongue, you won't really find that in this shoe. Overall, my thoughts on the shoe is it performs extremely well. The sole is my favorite feature of the shoe. It's extraordinary. The upper, the durability, it can use a bit of retooling, I would say. Like, just put like more, I would say, like more of that nubuck material on it, and it should be good. The fit is great. It fits a little bit bigger than a lot of Nikes. Like, I have Dunks, I have the Blazer lows. It fits. I haven't tried the Blazer mids, so I don't have a pair of those, but it fits a lot bigger in the toe box region. I would say it fits a little long in the toe box, and the width of it is a little bit more roomy than the Dunks and the Blazers. But I like that in terms of the width. I like the little extra width it has, and the little length in the toe. I don't really mind it. If you have like short feet or whatever, you might need to be wary of that. But I don't mind it, and I don't think it affects the performance of the shoe. Also, in the heel area, I think it does fit a tad bit bigger. It has these it has like the memory foam like heel pods. They're super like squishy and soft, and they hug your foot, so that's something there. As for sizing, I went true to size. I'm a 10.5, and I got a 10.5 in this shoe, and it, like I said, it fit a little bit roomy in the toe, which didn't bother me personally. It fit ever so slightly sort of big in the heel area. I didn't feel like I was slipping out of the shoe, or the shoe was gonna come off while I was skating it during the whole duration while I was skating it. So that's my review of the shoe. I think it's a great shoe. The price might be a little off-putting for most people. It's $120, which is a lot more expensive than your average skate shoe, which is around like 90, 80, 90. But yeah, I think it's a good shoe overall. Whether or not I think I would recommend it, if you have a little extra cash to spend on the shoe, and you like that protective feel of a cup sole, and without the shoe being bulky, because this shoe doesn't feel bulky at all. It feels really light, in fact, with that with the Flyknit upper it has and stuff like that. if you like that feeling, I would say go for it. I enjoyed the times I had skating the shoe. I think it performed well, as I said earlier in the video. But as for most people, I think this is a very like sort of specialized, very unique type of shoe, that in the feel of it and the category that it occupies in terms of the like extremely technological and very advanced type of shoe that it is. I mean, this shoe and the Ave 2, which they both have very similar price points, and I believe they both launched at around the same time. Those two shoes, they fulfill a very similar purpose. I believe this shoe and the Ave 2.0, that the Ave 2.0, both those shoes, the Ave 2.0 is a little bit more popular, although they both launched at around the same time period. That shoe got a lot more coverage in the press as opposed to these. But I do think they both fill the same market and appeal to the same type of people. Now, if you like the Ave shoe, then I think this is a good buy. I haven't skated the Ave shoe, so I can't attest to how that shoe skates in comparison to these. Overall, it's a good shoe. It's a good shoe. So that kind of takes me into what else I wanted to talk about in this video, which the situation with shoe brands and the kind of the taking over of the skate shoe industry with corporate brands. Anyone with two brain cells can say this was inevitable from the start. As soon as the corporate shoe brands started to get a real foothold and started to really make shoe models that skaters liked, it was going to be a matter of time until they took over the core skate brands. And a lot of people have like mixed feelings about that. A lot of the older generation is gonna they're gonna ride or die with their core brands, their Lakais, their S's, their Etnies, and a lot of the newer generation of skaters, they're just gonna pick the shoes that skate better and look better and are very familiar and recognizable to most people. And I don't think this is a bad thing, corporate shoes having overtaking the core brands, because I think corporate shoes have a lot to offer in terms of skate shoes. And I think an activity like skateboarding could really exercise and use the potential that these corporate brands bring to the table in terms of skateboarding, in terms of the technologies they have, in terms of the research they have, the R&D they have. I think we could really use something like that in skating, where these core shoes they use worse materials, worse technology. They a lot of the times don't look as good, just being honest. Although they're iconic in their own ways, let's just be honest here. The corporate shoe brands are gonna make a better shoe 9 out of 10 times compared to the core shoes, and that's just the reality of the world we live in. What I personally think the way we should carry forward with it, moving on, is I think we should start to demand, as skaters, we should start to demand more. These companies use higher quality technology and incorporate that into their newer shoe models moving forward. I think with this shoe, this was a good first attempt into making like sort of a higher tech shoe by Nike. I think, like I said, with the durability, I think they missed the mark a little bit, but I really like the way the shoe feels, and I really do hope they invest more technology and more R&D into newer models later on. I really don't want this shoe to let Nike know that we shouldn't incorporate our higher quality technology into skate shoes, and we should just keep remaking Dunk and Blazer colorways until the fucking, you know, the heat death of the universe. And I really hope we do get newer models with higher tech and higher quality. I think we should demand that as skateboarders for letting these corporate shoe brands take over the skate shoe space. I think that's a logical trading scenario we should have. But yeah, that's just my thought on my thoughts on the shoe and like the whole corporate core skate shoe situation we have in skateboarding right now. Tell me what you guys think about this shoe in the comments below. Tell me if you skated it, what's your experience with it. If you like this shoe, if you like higher quality technology in your shoes, or whether you're just a bare bones vulcanized, you know, traditional kind of guy, or whether you want to see the skate shoe space explore with more technology in features later on. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Peace. Bye. Also follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I'll put a link in the description for it. All right, bye.